question 3. So really a lot of preliminary work needs to be done here. We're told that tan alpha is 3 over 4. So alpha opposite over adjacent is 3 and the 4. It's the classic 3, 4, 5 triangle, so we can see that sin alpha is opposite over hypotenuse is 3/5 and cos alpha is 4/5. Now take a bit of time just making sure you've picked up all the forces here. We've got the normal reaction going perpendicular to the slope. We've got the weight coming straight down, and that weight is then broken down into its two components there in red. I've also broken down this horizontal force into its two components here in purple, and we've got the friction, which is always against the movement, so that so the friction is up the slope. Remember, friction is mu times r being the normal reaction, and on this occasion we're told that mu is a half. The coefficient of friction is a half, so F equals a half times r. So resolving diagonally upwards, we've got r going upwards, and what have we got coming downwards? We've got this red line here, so that's W cos alpha, because it's the adjacent side. So W cos alpha, so 4/5 W, and we've also got this force here, which is 4 sin alpha being 3/5. 4 lots of 3/5 is 12/5. So that's that first formula. If we then resolve down the slope, we've got W sin theta, so that's the weight, sin theta, that's that force there in red, equaling the forces going up the slope, so that's 4 cos theta, cos alpha being that purple slope there, and also the friction, which is half times r. So 4 cos theta is 4 lots of 4 over 5, which is 16 over 5, and it's half of r, which is half of what we worked out up here. So I've substituted that in there. It's then a question of just multiplying out, rearranging. We get W being 22, and once I've got W being 22, I've then substituted that back into this formula here to work out what R is. So R is 20 newtons, the weight is 22 newtons. There may be other ways of doing it which I've missed, but the way I've done it, I've actually answered part 2 before part 1, and that's fine. And I think that's the simplest way of doing it. Just the way it works out is you're working W in order to find R.